want to make a few points. In complete professional investigation, what the agency will do, in fact, 100% of the time, except for this time, is that when they acquire particulars, information, and especially evidence, this is purported evidence that they say they recovered, or rather discovered. Now, normally what they would do is to lodge a police report or MACC report, and then they will do confidential investigation. They will not release it to the public because the investigation is confidential. In fact, Latifah Koya said these are official secrets that Tan Sri Zul apparently was discussing. She is guilty of the same thing because these matters are still to be investigated. And the worst thing is, she released all this information by playing it to the public when she herself knew her agency is not going to investigate. She said she's passing the entire investigation to the police. So what she literally have done is she has preempted and emptied the investigation file of the police that is about to investigate. She has disclosed information. The police will now investigate on something that is already in the public domain. So that, I think, is a very serious breach. But we are going to study this very seriously. You can see that there are at least 2 or 3 cases that this recording seems to pertain. Clearly, SRC is involved. 1MDB is involved. One other matter is the Riza's matter, as you know, is also involved. Releasing the tapes now and discussing in public in a media release is in fact sub judice. It is in fact a contempt. We are seriously contemplating a contempt action against MACC, in particular Latifah Koya, because I think as a lawyer, although she refused to admit that she was also speaking as a lawyer in qualification, as a lawyer she should know that this was not just merely bordering contempt, it is contemptuous. Yeah. Now, was MACC trying to influence and sub judice the ongoing trial? Because you can see, I can tell you a few things where this is involved. I give you an example of how this can be sub judice. Now, you remember she said there was some element of information being fed to a potential suspect. They're talking about that at that time it was Zul, Tuan Zul Kifli to Datuk Sri Najib. They say there was a disclosure of what was going on in the investigation, and therefore they say there is a potential how this matter was revealed. She said she was referring to Datuk Sri Najib talking to a head of government somewhere else overseas about the fact that Riza actually was given loan. The second part of the conversation she conveniently forgot. Datuk Sri Najib actually said Riza told him that he actually received loan from Sheikh Mansour. But the DOJ has made an issue out of it. Riza wants to document it into a loan agreement. It is not that it is not loan, but I want to make it look like a loan. That will be fabrication. So I don't think MACC understood the law. When she made that statement, obviously she is completely out of focus as to what is fabrication. But she's mentioning all this. All this she's mentioning is to influence with what is going on in the 1MDB and the SRC, because these are things that makes Datuk Sri Najib less credible, or the public and the court may even think, well, he must be guilty, otherwise why is he speaking like that to the head of state? Why is he speaking like that to his own wife? Why is he speaking like that with Tan Sri Zul? So these are things that can influence. This is what sub judice is all about, and therefore contemptuous. So we are seriously looking into it. Things that that I find it very puzzling. Latifah Koya said, I have to reveal to you, the members, the public, you're the first to get it. Not even the Prime Minister, sitting Prime Minister now. But I have to reveal to you because it affects national security. Since when national security you reveal to the public at large? By the nature of its definitions, national security is a matter that is secret, is kept to the agency that investigates. She reveals to the public today what is in fact national security. She is in total breach of Official Secrets Act by her own admission. Okay, that is not on. And then you also notice when you have fresh evidence, you can either adduce it in either of these trials, the two trials, at least where we are involved, or you don't use it. Let the body to investigate. You can't reveal it outside the court, because the question that I will ask is, what is your objective? If you are not going to use it, because you can use it if you want to, if it is useful. I don't think it is useful to them, but the idea is quite purposeful, is to influence the way the two cases are going on. All right, now, then I find it also strange